All right, we are live, folks, back once again right here at the Wellness and Healing Event Center at 1168 Drulard Road at the Geno Marcus Complex. And gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a fantastic day. Lots of amazing people are here. Every vendor is busy doing something. And we get the distinct pleasure of talking to all these amazing people. No different than this lovely lady is sitting right here next to me. Her name is Brittany. Brittany, welcome to TPV Nation.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. I really am.
We've been talking off all day, so it's amazing to meet you.
Thanks.
So, what's the name of your company? What it is you do? Mm-hmm. And then we've got a folks. She's got an amazing story for you, and this is why she's sitting on this side of the camera.
I know, and I was saying it's so funny that you're letting me do this before you even know what my story is.
We're going into this blind because I love to be shocked along with my fans to say, hey, well, that's a cool story.
Yes.
But just the whole trigger of it is you said there is a really good ending for this.
There's a moral of the story. There's a moral of the story in my experience. And that's like the beautiful takeaway.
Absolutely.
And I think no matter what happens to you in your life, you can always trace it down to a moral of your story, something that you can learn from it. It's like a lesson.
Right. And you know what? And messages and guidance from the universe, it's what brought us all here today.
Yes. I believe that.
What is your journey that brought you here today?
So I own Potions Beauty Bar. I've been open for just under a year now, and I make my own beauty products. And also my own jewelry as well. So Amanda, one of the organizers here, we actually went to high school together. We were very good friends growing up. She would come over, eat lunch at her place. We went to an art school. So, us little creative, crafty ladies, we became quick friends. And then we just got in contact again with each other over the last year. And that's how I came to be at this event. So, yeah.
Amazing. So you make your own beauty products and jewelry.
Mm-hmm. I do.
So, that must be satisfying because you have control of what goes into what women are putting on their faces.
Yes.
Which, let's face it, us guys have it easy. We wake up and this is it. This is what you get, ladies.
This is it. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it, baby.
You hear about all these cosmetic companies and what ingredients they use to put in there.
Yeah.
So, it's good. So you're being able to have control and use more natural products.
I do. That's exactly what I do. Everything is natural, and anything that does require a preservative, I use a all-natural radish root probiotic. So, yes.
So we're learning here, folks.
We are learning today.
Get your notepad ready.
Yeah. Or just come buy my stuff.
Absolutely. Support local. You know what? And this is what the Paranormal Voice is all about. Promoting local businesses and the wellness and the health of our bodies is what it's all about.
Yes.
Because
if you don't have your health, you have nothing. Yes.
Right. It starts up here and goes all the way to the tip of your toes.
That's right.
So, and it's amazing that, that even the products we put on our bodies, like creams and oils and stuff like that, people don't take the time out of the day. They're like, oh, well, this doctor says it's good. No, he gets paid to tell you it's good.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of things that are monetized, and even my products are monetized. But at the end of the day, it's the reason behind what you are doing that really matters.
Right. It's the intent.
The intent, the ingredients, that's what really matters. Because our skin is the largest organ we have. Everything gets absorbed through the skin. So
it is absolutely amazing, what our skin goes through, our bodies go through.
Yeah.
So treat it with love and respect and keep it healthy because
it does a lot for us.
We might not all be here for a long time, but we're here for a good time, definitely.
That's right.
So be beautiful while you're doing it. So
be beautiful and be well.
That's right. So we got to know now. I know that everybody's out there on the edge of their seat. They're like okay,
enough.
Skip the beauty stuff down. Get to the story. All right. Bring
all right.
Lay it on us.
So here it is. Ever since I was a little girl, I was able to see what I call shadow people. because I didn't know what else to call them, and I had no guidance. I grew up like we were baptized Roman Catholic, and then my mother took us to a Pentecostal church. So, and if people don't know what the Pentecostal church is about, it is like you will watch people performing exorcisms. You will watch them being delivered. It is very dramatic. So they're like that's the kind of, and then if you dabble in anything like holistic or natural, it's pretty much deemed as like a gift of Satan. So it's charged negatively when you grow up in a home like that. So by the time I was about 12 years old, I decided to tell my parents what it was I was seeing. Now, a little more backstory about the shadow people. They would come when I would be in my bed at night, when it would be dark. But I would see them come in and out. It didn't matter if it was through a door or a wall. They would come around my bed. They would stand next to me. They would be all different sizes, but basically like a black shadow that you could see through. And they didn't scare me, but for some reason I just had it. I had it in my mind that I needed to tell my parents about it. So I did. And that led us down a path to me being led into a home exorcism. Yes. So it was members of the church that my mother had attended. It was some family members as well. And it was also a pastor.
Okay.
So I didn't exactly know what I was walking into, but I had sort of an idea. So I walk into the home and everybody is around, and there's some strange smells in the air, and I don't know what. I didn't understand what the incense was at the time. So I had to sit down, and they began speaking in tongues all around me because they believed that I was possessed by a demon, and that's the reason why I was seeing these shadow people at night. Yes. So they continued on with the exorcism. They did the laying of the hands. They spoke in tongues. They shook me to get this demon out. And the whole time, I didn't really understand it, but I knew there wasn't anything wrong with me.
Right.
I knew I was okay.
Right.
And I knew that this wasn't necessary, but they were all so scared. So I had to follow through. So we continued on. It lasted for about an hour. Everybody was finished. I was very tired, obviously, and thirsty, and I had to go to the washroom. So I decided to get up, and I said, okay, I'm going to go get some water. I walk into the kitchen. Before I can even click on the light switch, I look into the center of the kitchen. And what I saw, I had never seen anything before like that in my life, and I've never seen anything like that again. So it was, I guess you could say it was a demon.
Right.
It was almost like a shadow person, but it was very, very large, very ominous. And inside of it, it was black, but it went on forever. There was no end to the blackness. And it did have, like where you would think there would be eyes, two red beams, I guess, that either pull you in, like pull your attention, or take you down. Like if you stare into it, I feel like something would happen to me. It was a very strange sensation, something I'd never experienced before, something I didn't really understand what I was looking at.
Right.
At the moment. So I came back out of the kitchen and I told everybody what I saw. And immediately everybody froze and got very afraid. And the exorcism was over.
Yeah.
Everybody left.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, everybody left. And I was like, okay, so what's wrong with me now? What's wrong? What have we unleashed? What is going on? And so over the years, the house where the exorcism was performed, the people who lived in it, it became, I don't know how else to say it other than insane. They did. They lost a lot of sense of reality. There was a lot of breakdown in the family between those relationships, and breakdown between the relationships of the members of the church. And there was a huge breakdown that happened, all because of that event.
Right.
And it slowly just petered out over the years until nobody talked to each other anymore. Now, with that whole experience, I know it didn't work, but I told myself, I am done seeing the shadow people.
Right.
I'm done. And I turned it off. And I hadn't seen them for years and years and years because I decided that I didn't want to go through this experience again.
Right.
Not because I was afraid, but because of what I watched happen to the people around me.
Right. Yeah.
So I decided never to see them again, and I switched that off in myself until a couple of years ago, where now I will see them again. But you never know when it's going to either switch on or switch off.
Right.
So the moral of the story is basically understanding your gifts and understanding that you need the proper people around you to help support you.
Absolutely.
And I didn't have that, so I turned off that gift, and it's one of my big regrets in life, because that was a gift given to me that I could have done something with.
Right.
And I let the fear of others and the judgment of others tamper that gift.
And that makes such a great point is, people supporting one another.
Yes.
And I find that this community, the paranormal community, the holistic community, the metaphysical community, like they're supportive of one another.
Yes.
And, and people that don't know or don't understand, they freak out.
It's scary. It can be scary. Yes.
Like listening to your story, I don't believe there was any call for an exorcism to come into play.
Yeah.
Because,
but they were very afraid. They were very afraid of what I could do.
I think that, but that goes with not understanding.
No understanding.
No education. And this is what we do here at the TPV.
Yes.
Is to educate the world.
And I love that.
To show the world that, you know what, it's not all about dark and gloom and negativity, that there's love and light, and that not everything you see is demonic.
Yes.
Because you know what, there are a lot of entities out there, guardian angels, the universe, our guides.
I have
like all these people are here to help us. We can't see them, touch them, or feel them, but they're here to help us. And
they really are. They are here.
And I believe, just listening to your story, and this is my theory, is that because of the exorcism, you saw that very dark shadow in your kitchen, which was manifested by the exorcism.
I think fear. I think it was the fear. Mm-hmm.
But it is always there, and that's amazing. And I'm glad that you turned those tools back on, because you know what, they're very important.
I think so. Like, I think I have something that I can do with it, and I'm not sure yet, because I didn't let the gift grow. But
it's going to grow.
I think so.
So I'm gonna pose a question to you that's been posed to me, because I've had similar experiences as you. Shadow people, or do you think they are ghosts or possibly alien?
Oh, that's such a good question, because like growing up religiously, I used to think angels were angels, but now I think angels are aliens. And so, it is very possible that what I was seeing could just be from a different plane of existence. They definitely are. I guess I didn't have another word for them at the time. So I stopped myself from being able to research it and go down that rabbit hole.
You know what, and that's educating yourself to knowing what's happening to you and why you're seeing what you're seeing.
Yes.
So yes, no, a very good friend of ours, RJ and Deb DeRoos, who run the UFO Contact Convention, when I talk a lot about my paranormal experiences, they'll come back to me and say, "Are you sure they were of the spirit nature or the alien nature?" Because aliens can communicate to us and come through. Maybe you're not ready to see what.
So it'll come in a different form. Something you can digest.
Right. And not be so afraid of, because it'd be shocking if an alien just popped up in your room
that
and
probably
says,
would be
"Hi,"
shocking. Yes.
and you're like, "Are you here to abduct me?"
Yeah, then I'd be running for the exorcism. No, I'm just kidding. I'd be like, beam me up.
No, but that's amazing. So we want to say thank you for coming on the show to talk about your story and to put it out there, because you know what? There's a lot of people who probably had the very similar experience as you.
It's possible, yes.
So you know what, folks, once again, learn. It's nothing to be afraid of.
Yes.
And if you have these gifts, embrace the gifts, because not everybody has these gifts.
It's true.
And before we let you go to get back to your table to sell more of your beauty products,
Yes.
how can our viewers get a hold of your stuff?
Oh, okay. So it's at Potions Beauty Bar on Instagram. So it's potions.beauty.bar on Instagram. That is my main page. That's my main page for my business. So you can see everything that I'm doing there. You can DM me. You can make orders of products, and you can just see basically what I do. Ask me any questions that you want answered.
Absolutely. So, Brittany, I'd like to say thank you for coming on to the show today, taking time out of your busy day, getting you away from your table. I'm glad we finally got to hear this story. I'm amazed. I love it. These are the things we love down here at TBV Nation. And once again, we are truly grateful for everybody who's tuning in to watch the show live right now or later on today. Make sure you get in contact with this lovely lady. Buy some of her products. Keep it local. And in the meantime, you still have a couple of hours to get down here to meet us all in person. We'd love to see you down here. Bring a donation for the kids. And then in the meantime and in between, folks, we like to say happy hauntings.